Poem 3. All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. Summary. The poem All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare, also known as The Seven Ages of Man, explores the journey of life through the metaphor of a stage and the roles we play as actors. The poem is written in free verse, without a strict rhyme scheme, and employs various figures of speech to paint a vivid picture of life's different stages. The poet begins by likening life to a stage, and each individual to an actor who enters at birth and exits at death. There are 7 distinct stages, each representing a different phase of life. The first stage is infancy, symbolized by a crying baby in the nurse's arms. The second stage is childhood, where the schoolboy drags himself reluctantly to school, burdened by learning. Next comes adolescence, depicted as the lover who sighs for his beloved and writes romantic poetry. The fourth stage is youth, represented by the soldier who is willing to take risks and fight for honor and reputation, akin to a fierce leopard defending its territory. The fifth stage is middle age, where the man takes on the role of a justice, wise and experienced, using proverbs and examples to impart wisdom. The sixth stage is old age, characterized by a thin, weak figure with failing eyesight and teeth, reminiscing about his past exploits. Finally, the seventh stage is dotage, a stage of second childhood, where the man becomes senile and dependent on others, nearing the end of life. The poem emphasizes the transient and ephemeral nature of life, urging us to embrace each stage fully and make the most of our time on the stage of life. It highlights the futility of pursuing material wealth and fame, as in the end, we leave this world empty-handed, just as we entered it. Shakespeare's powerful imagery and use of various literary devices create a poignant and thought-provoking portrayal of the human experience. The poem serves as a reminder to appreciate and cherish each moment of life, playing our roles with sincerity and making the most of the time we have on this fleeting stage. Understanding the text. Answer the following questions. Why does the poet compare the world with a stage? In All the World's a Stage, the poet William Shakespeare uses the metaphor of a stage to illustrate the transitory nature of human life. He likens the world to a theatrical stage, and all individuals are likened to actors playing various roles. Each person enters this stage at birth and exits at death, just like actors performing their parts and leaving the stage when their roles are over. The poem emphasizes the cyclical and ephemeral nature of life, where everyone experiences different stages and roles, from infancy to old age. Through this comparison, Shakespeare reminds us that life is a continuous performance, and each individual has a unique part to play before eventually departing from this grand stage of existence. B. What is the first stage in a human's life? In what sense can it be a troubling stage? In the first stage of life, infanthood, human beings are entirely dependent on their caregivers, usually their mothers. This stage is characterized by vulnerability and reliance on others for care and sustenance. Infants communicate their needs through crying, and they may experience physical discomforts, such as vomiting, which can be concerning for the caregiver. Infancy is a crucial period of rapid development, where the foundations for physical, cognitive, and emotional growth are laid. During this stage, the caregiver's nurturing and attention play a vital role in shaping the child's sense of security and trust in the world. Despite the challenges of this stage, it is a time of wonder and discovery, as infants begin to explore and make sense of their surroundings. The support and care provided during infanthood lay the groundwork for healthy development in the subsequent stages of life. C. Describe the second stage of life based on the poem. In the second stage of life, boyhood, the child becomes a school-going student. He carries his school bag on his shoulder with a bright and eager face, but he may also be reluctant to go to school, moving at a slow pace like a snail. This stage is characterized by the transition from early childhood to formal education. The boy's curiosity and enthusiasm may be tempered by the new demands of structured learning. Boyhood is a time of exploration and learning, as the child begins to acquire knowledge and skills in various subjects. It is also a period of social development, where friendships and interactions with peers become significant. The experiences and lessons learned during boyhood shape the foundation for further growth and academic pursuits in the subsequent stages of life. As the boy navigates this stage, he begins to form his identity and sense of self in relation to the wider world. D. Why is the last stage called second childhood? In the final stage of life, known as second childhood or dotage, the individual experiences a decline in physical and cognitive abilities. This stage is often associated with old age and is characterized by the loss of senses like sight, hearing, smell, and taste. The person may become dependent on others for basic care and support, much like a child relies on caregivers. In this stage, the individual may exhibit childlike behavior, such as forgetfulness, confusion, and vulnerability. The memories of the past stages of life may fade, and the person's focus shifts to the present moment. As physical and mental faculties diminish, the individual gradually exits from the roles and responsibilities of their life, ultimately approaching the end of life's journey. While second childhood can be challenging for both the individual and their caregivers, it is a natural part of the aging process. It reminds us of the impermanence of life and the importance of cherishing every stage and moment we have on this world stage. E. In what sense are we the players in the world stage? In Shakespeare's poem All the World's a Stage, the metaphor of the world as a stage highlights the transient nature of human life. Each one of us is likened to an actor who plays multiple roles throughout our lifetime. From infancy to old age, we go through 7 distinct stages, each with its unique experiences and challenges. Just as actors enter the stage to perform their parts and eventually exit, so do we enter this world at birth and leave it at death. Each stage brings its joys, sorrows, and lessons. The poem serves as a reminder that life is a continuous performance, and we all have a part to play. By embracing and making the most of each stage, we can live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Whether we are in the infancy of wonder, the youth of passion, or the old age of wisdom, we must seize the opportunity to contribute our unique talents and make a positive impact on the world's grand stage. In the end, we depart, leaving behind the memories of our performances for others to remember. The poem encourages us to cherish and appreciate each moment of our lives and to embrace the roles we play with grace and dignity. Reference to the context. I explain the following lines. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. In these lines from William Shakespeare's poem All the World's a Stage, the poet uses a powerful metaphor to convey the idea that life is like a theatrical performance. The world itself is compared to a stage, and all the individuals, both men and women, are likened to actors playing their respective roles. Just as actors assume different characters and personas in a play, human beings go through various stages and experiences in life. Each person has their entrance at birth and exit at death, just like actors entering and leaving the stage. This metaphor emphasizes the transient nature of human existence, where we all have a specific time to perform our roles before the curtain falls on our journey through life. Bede explained the following lines briefly with reference to the context. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. These lines are from the poem All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. In this context, the poet continues the metaphor of life as a stage and compares human existence to a theatrical performance. The phrase, they have their exits and their entrances, refers to the cycles of birth and death that everyone experiences. Just like actors enter and leave the stage during a play, individuals enter the world at birth and exit it at death. The next line, and one man in his time plays many parts, signifies that throughout their lifetime, a person assumes various roles or stages. From infancy to old age, individuals go through different phases, each with its unique challenges and experiences. Just as actors play multiple characters in a play, human beings go through diverse stages in their journey through life. These lines emphasize the ever-changing and dynamic nature of human existence, where individuals undergo various transformations and play different roles during their time on the world stage. C. Read the given lines and answer the questions that follow. Then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. I. Which stage of life is being referred to here by the poet? The childhood stage of life is being referred to here by the poet. 2. Which figure of speech has been employed in the second line? In the second line, simile, a figure of speech has been employed where the boy has been compared with snail using like. 3. Who is compared to the snail? The school-going boy is compared to the snail. 4. Does the boy go to the school willingly? No, the boy doesn't go to the school willingly. His unwillingness can easily be the motion of snail towards his school. D. Simile and metaphor are the two major poetic devices used in this poem. Explain citing examples of each. In All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare, the skillful use of simile and metaphor enriches the poem's imagery and meaning. The central metaphor of the world as a stage portrays life as a grand theatrical performance, where all individuals play their unique roles and eventually exit the stage. Metaphors like "and all the men and women merely players" emphasize that human existence is akin to actors performing various parts in the drama of life. The metaphor "his youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide" reveals the challenges faced during adolescence, and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble, portrays the changes that occur as one ages. The simile in shining morning face, creeping like a snail, vividly depicts a schoolboy's reluctance to go to school, contrasting the brightness of the morning with the slowness of his movement. The simile full of strange oaths, and bearded like the pard, captures the image of a fierce and wild young man, while seeking the bubble reputation, metaphorically illustrates the fleeting nature of fame and its temporary allure. Incorporating simile and metaphor, Shakespeare masterfully crafts a multi-layered poem that explores the stages of human life and the transient nature of existence, leaving readers with timeless reflections on the human journey. E. Which style does the poet use to express his emotions about how he thinks that the world is a stage and all the people living in it are mere players? In All the World's a Stage, William Shakespeare employs a narrative style to convey profound insights about the human condition. Through the metaphor of the world as a stage and people as mere players, he highlights the transitory nature of life and the roles we assume throughout our journey. Shakespeare eloquently describes the 7 distinct stages of human life, from infancy to old age, encapsulating the various experiences and challenges one encounters. The poem serves as a timeless reflection on the passage of time and the inevitability of change. By presenting life as a theatrical performance, Shakespeare urges readers to contemplate the purpose and significance of their existence. He prompts us to ponder the brevity of life and the importance of embracing each stage with grace and understanding. In this narrative verse, Shakespeare offers profound philosophical reflections, inviting readers to consider the essence of human existence and the inevitability of the human journey on this vast stage we call the world. The poem stands as a timeless portrayal of human experience, leaving a lasting impact on those who delve into its profound themes. F. What is the theme of this poem? The theme of this poem is that person is the ultimate loser in the game of life. A person makes an entry in this worldly stage and performs different roles in his lifetime. Finally, she leaves this worldly stage struggling in different circumstances. She comes empty-handed here and leaves this stage empty-handed. She brings nothing and takes nothing. Reference beyond the text. Describe the various stages of human life picturized in the poem All the World's a Stage. In All the World's a Stage, William Shakespeare vividly portrays the various stages of human life through a metaphorical representation of life as a theatrical play. The poem outlines the 7 distinct ages of a person's existence, each symbolizing a different phase of life. Infancy, the first stage represents infancy, where a person is a helpless and dependent baby, crying and vomiting in the arms of a nurse. This stage signifies the beginning of life, where individuals are entirely reliant on others for their care and survival. 2. Childhood, the second stage is childhood, depicting a young boy going to school with a shiny face but dragging himself unwillingly like a snail. This phase showcases the growth and learning process of children as they step into the world of education and exploration. 3. Adolescence, the third stage portrays adolescence, where the individual experiences the intense emotions of love and longing. This phase represents the discovery of romantic feelings and the pursuit of love and beauty. 4. Youth, the fourth stage symbolizes youth and vitality, where the person is adventurous, brave, and eager to prove their worth. This stage is marked by ambition and a desire to gain recognition and reputation, often accompanied by taking risks. V. Middle age. The fifth stage is middle age, where the person attains maturity and wisdom. They become focused on maintaining a stable life, working diligently, and often sharing words of wisdom with the younger generation. 6. Old age. The sixth stage denotes old age, where the person experiences physical decline and relies on others for support. In this phase, they wear slippers and become weak, losing their physical strength and vitality. 7. Dotage. The final stage is dotage, representing the twilight years of life, marked by senility and dependence. The person becomes forgetful and childlike, needing assistance for daily tasks and ultimately approaching death. Through this powerful metaphor, Shakespeare emphasizes the inevitability of the human life cycle and the fleeting nature of existence. He urges readers to reflect on the passage of time and the significance of embracing each stage with grace and acceptance. The portrayal of these various stages serves as a timeless reminder of the transient nature of life, encouraging individuals to make the most of every moment and find meaning in their roles on the world's grand stage. B. Is Shakespeare's comparison of human's life with a drama stage apt? How? Shakespeare's comparison of human life to a drama stage in the poem All the World's a Stage is indeed apt and profound. This metaphor holds immense relevance and truth as it captures the essence of human experience, highlighting the transient nature of life and the commonality of the human journey. Firstly, the comparison reflects the universality of the human experience. Just as a play has different characters playing their roles, human life is a collection of diverse individuals, each with their unique stories, struggles, and triumphs. We all come into this world, play our parts, and eventually leave the stage, signifying the commonality of birth, growth, and mortality shared by all human beings. Secondly, the analogy emphasizes the idea that life is temporary and ephemeral. Just as a play has a beginning, middle, and end, so does life. Each stage represents a specific period, and individuals progress through them sequentially. The poem portrays the inevitability of this progression, reminding us that time waits for no one, and every moment in life is fleeting. Furthermore, the metaphor highlights the performative aspect of human existence. In a play, actors take on different roles and personas, and similarly, people wear different masks and play various roles in their lives, as children, parents, friends, or professionals. This theatricality points to the complexities of human identity and the multiplicity of roles we assume in the social fabric. Moreover, the comparison underscores the concept of destiny and the lack of control over some events in life. Just as actors follow a script and director's guidance, humans, too, are subject to the forces of fate and circumstances that shape their journeys. This recognition of life's unpredictability encourages us to accept the ups and downs of life with equanimity. Lastly, the analogy also has philosophical implications. It raises questions about the purpose and meaning of life. Just as a play seeks to entertain and convey a message, humans may find their purpose in making a positive impact, leaving a legacy, or finding fulfillment in their actions. Shakespeare's comparison of human life to a drama stage is remarkably apt due to its universality, reflection of life's transience, recognition of the performative nature of human existence, acknowledgement of destiny, and its philosophical undertones. This powerful metaphor continues to resonate with readers across generations, prompting introspection and contemplation about the nature of existence and the roles we play in the grand drama of life. Best of luck.